Welcome everybody to another famous edition of Not Live with Carrie and Diane. How are you today?
Good. I'm doing well.
Cheers. Clink.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm sippy. So, do you think that they noticed that we had a new intro?
I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it that we're getting our own stuff.
Our own style here.
Yes.
Not copying off of anybody whatsoever.
Not copycats.
Nope, not at all. Making it our own here. So, bet you guys are super excited. We're back for yet another edition of this fun, exciting show. So, how should we get started today?
Well, why don't we go over some of the questions that we had on the NCLEX quiz. We want to clear some things up. We know you guys have all the information, but we want to make sure that you're using the right information when you're filling out your forms and such, and when you are preparing for the NCLEX. So let's start with some commonly missed questions. Some of them have higher percentage misses than others, but we always look at our statistics and see what questions were missed, and we want to clear those up. So
way to pick the number 3 on the list to start with here. There was pinning quiz.
Oh, let's start with the least fun first.
Let's make it all random.
Didn't know we had an agenda,
well,
Dr.
Do you not
Bismarck.
see there? Don't forget your air quotes here. Okay, well, let us then get. We're not organized here. All right. Well, we'll roll with it because that's what we do here.
That's what we do, and I always like to start from the bottom and go up.
That's right. Okay. So what are we doing here? Are we going over every question?
Whatever you want.
Well, you set the stage here. I don't know. I'm following your lead.
Let's go over the least missed questions first, and then we'll ramp it up instead of doing opposite like I just did.
So you expect me to go through here and find them in the order of the least missed?
No pressure. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
You can do this.
My goodness. All right. Well, we're just winging it, and so don't hold us to this philosophy here. Okay. So
we should practice. More.
Yeah, we really should. Okay, so the minimum length that an exam could be how many questions? And the answer,
minimum questions, 75.
Thank you.
You know why it's not 60?
Why?
Because they included the, speak for me.
I don't know.
They included the the pretest questions in, which they didn't have in October.
Gotcha.
So October was 60, and now they added the 15 pretest questions, so now the minimum amount of questions are 75.
And why does our camera keep going back and forth? Did you notice that?
It's because it's sitting on 12 books.
Casper the Friendly Ghost around here.
Maybe it's because it's sitting on 12 books.
All right, see here. All right.
Our cameraman is not steady.
Fired. Okay, so then the maximum length is how many questions?
Maximum is 145 now.
Thank you for responding a little bit more quickly this time.
You caught me off guard.
Sweat. Yeah. How am I catching you off guard? I'm reading a question.
You know
You're
why?
Spaced out there.
Here.
No.
Let me explain. Because it has changed so much, you guys, in the last 9 months. From what it typically was, which, we had a maximum of 265. It's really hard for us to keep up with. So point being, please use the most updated, latest information we have on from the NCSBN website that updates it day by day. I mean, we did the video as best we could, and the video was spot on for what you guys should have used for answering these questions. But as you can see, I have to sit here and think about them because it has changed a lot.
Or instead of sitting here and thinking about them, you can look at the screen and see that the answer is right there.
You have the answer for me?
What do you think?
Why would I cheat?
You're not cheating.
Okay,
well, that makes me feeling a little better. You're using your resources. Okay. And this camera guy, you know what? We're going to have a conversation afterwards because this is kind of freaky. Mm-hmm. And if this falls on us, everything is going to hell in a handbasket. That's a saying, right?
I've heard that before.
Okay.
In our generation.
What do you mean our generation here?
Okay. You're not a boomer, forgot.
No.
Boomer. What are you, X?
I'm X. Oh. I'm X, man.
I so want her to be as old as me.
Okay, boomer.
Whatever.
Why
aren't you as old as me?
I'm not, because my mom decided she would wait and not make us twins,
not
which
okay.
I don't think, I mean, obviously that didn't work.
I
because
think you can
we're
have,
kind of
there you
are
go.
twins here. So
Someone do research on
Yes.
twins 10
Not
years apart.
born, yeah, you wouldn't even think that
I know.
at all. Okay, so we're, so hell in a handbasket, that's kind of like a, is that called an idiom? Kind of like waiting for mud to dry?
Does mud dry? Paint dries. Mud.
Paint dries, but
Mud.
isn't there something about mud?
Speaking of mud.
Isn't there something like an idiom? Is that what they're called?
I
It's a
don't
good thing
even
we're
know.
nurses because we don't know this crap.
Mm-mm.
But anyways, okay, so back to our
We
question.
could be something similar to idioms,
Whoa,
but it's not
yeah,
a nice word to call
exactly.
us, so I won't call us
That's
that.
right. But we're lovable and we have heart. Okay, so
Always know we mean well.
we do. So we answered this one, correct, about the maximum
Yes,
number of
maximum
questions?
amount of questions 145. Because again, they added the 15, it was 130.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
See, but she knows her math.
Maybe.
Excellent.
Thank you for that.
Okay, so the maximum time allowed. Now this one, gave a little bit of consideration for some of you. And what's the maximum amount of hours we have here, Di?
Well, because they added those extra questions, it's now 5 hours. So it's not 4 hours anymore, it's 5 hours. Because again, they added the pre-test questions or the research questions. I don't know what they're calling them right now, but
the research questions come at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
It's pre-test questions.
Pre-test questions. To kind of get you used to it, get you flowing so you're not like starting right away and feel the pressure.
Right.
They let you build up to that pressure, answer a few questions, get relaxed, feel good. You got this. All righty.
Right.
So, true or false? Due to COVID modifications, you're the one that's making it go.
No,
back
I'm holding it
and
steady
okay.
before it falls.
Okay, I'm like, you're doing it, man. I'm blaming the
trying not to.
The
Our camera
guy
that went out last night.
That's right. Yes, many lessons there. Okay, due to COVID modifications of NCLEX testing, the run out of time scoring rule is no longer applicable.
And that is true. So they used to have, they would evaluate the last 60 questions or something if you ran out of time, and then your whole exam depended on how you answered the last 60 questions. It's not a thing anymore. So
this is important to know because this means every single question counts for you guys.
Right.
So make them good.
Right. So don't just rush through it. So make them good. I am not doing anything. Look at that. That is creepy.
That is creepy.
You see that nothing is happening.
Someone, you know what? Maybe that ghost got our DNA or something from the last episode and is like messing with us.
I mean,
this, this ghost is going to go use our DNA. We really are going to be on Nurses Who Kill.
It's got to be something with
Oh
teens.
my gosh. Okay.
Hopefully this is recording. God, if we have to do it again.
Oh, that would be our luck. Yeah. Okay. We'll press on. So true or false? Each state board of nursing has identical requirements in order to obtain state licensure.
So that's false, and that's why we are requesting that if you guys are wanting to be licensed in a different state, you have to go to that specific state board of nursing's website and follow their instructions to the T. They're not going to be the same in every state. So if you want to be licensed in Nevada, go to the Nevada Board of Nursing and see what the requirements are and what order things have to be submitted in. And because I know this is another missed question, Ohio is not part of a compact state. So if you get licensed in Ohio, it does not transfer over to, Indiana or Illinois. Some states are part of a compact state. Ohio is not. If you get an Ohio license, you're okay to practice in Ohio, and that's it.
And again, stemming on to another question, since we're, jumping questions like that, is each state has their own board of nursing, as Di said. And so the state that you want to license in is the state that you apply for licensure. So if you want to work in Ohio, you apply for licensure via the Ohio Board of Nursing. In the case of the Nevada, like Di brought up, we should have you guys go to the Nevada Board of Nursing website for information for licensure. Cool. And when should we be starting the process of applying?
As soon as you have the funds for that application process, so you can start them now. Because Pearson VUE, who is the organization that hosts the NCLEX, hosts it. That's a nationwide organization, and they're going to take $200 out of your pocket when you register for that.
Well, how much? Okay, you said the amount for
Pearson VUE.
Pearson VUE. Yes, thanks for reading my mind there.
Mm-hmm.
How much would we have to pay to get our licensure
in Ohio? $75.
I
knew that.
Okay,
Thanks for helping me use my resources.
I'm helping you use your resources, and I have your back. So there's not
Always.
a long, drawn out, silent pause.
Pump fist.
Waiting.
There.
That's not pumping fist, is it?
I don't know.
Pumping fist is like this, right? This
Who
is like
knows?
I don't know what is that called?
Who knows?
Bam, like.
But I'm sure we shouldn't be doing it, whatever it's called.
Yes.
I'm sure it's not even a thing anymore.
Like it's no longer cool. No longer do anything with your fists because these old farts made it not cool.
And it was probably never cool for us to do, quite honestly.
Exactly. We try, we fail, we press on. Okay. So, you know what? We're going to skip the ones that all of you got because you all got them. True or false? If you have a non-traffic misdemeanor or felony, you will need to disclose this on your licensure application and obtain official court documentation.
A non-traffic, yes, you will have to. Anything like minor, you do not have to disclose, but a non-traffic violation or anything more severe, it's going to have to be. Our cameraman is out of control.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, I keep saying that, but it's freaking me out right now.
It really is. There is.
Quite honestly, it's creepy.
This is very.
Not even a joke.
No, I'm concerned. Please, if you don't hear from us in a long period of time, send help because I don't know what's going on.
Something is not right.
Okay. So your authorization to test, Di, who do we get this from? Who emails this to us?
Well, it would be the person that is hosting the NCLEX, and that's going to be Pearson VUE. So that authorization to test comes from Pearson VUE, and it's going to come probably around 5 weeks after you finish the program. Why is it going to come 5 weeks after you finish the program? Because your paperwork has to go to the Ohio Board of Nursing. That takes a couple weeks. The Ohio Board of Nursing sends it to Pearson VUE. That's usually another couple weeks. So the whole process usually takes around 5 weeks. So from the time you finish the nursing program at the University of Akron until you get your authorization to test from Pearson VUE is 5 weeks. Hence why we have them do
a 5-week study plan.
Thank you, Carrie.
And we will have a future video on this topic and more. Little plug for future episodes here. Mm-hmm. Okay, that one everybody got. That we already talked about. I think we're just about done here. Wow. Okay. I think everything else is pretty much, good to go. So good job on the quiz, you guys. And again, this is important information for you to remember, not just for the quiz right now and, getting a score on this. These are the important elements that you're going to need in order to successfully apply and obtain licensure. So these that we try to hit you with the most important aspects of it. So keep these resources because now you know how to use them because, whoa, what was that?
It's got to be teens recording.
That was creepy.
I know. It's never done this before.
Oh gosh. Okay. I guess that our ghost spirit friends want us to go on to another topic. So willy-nilly here. Whoa, that was that. I fess up. That was me.
I'm going to go in order of Carrie's agenda, the back way.
Why not?
And
just pick a random subject. Doesn't even matter if we didn't purposely want to talk about a subject. So just pick. What are you thinking about right now?
Pinning. I'm thinking about pinning. You know why I'm thinking about pinning? Because I want to put a pin in it so much.
Oh, and speaking of put a pin in it. Is it that right? Put a pin in it?
Yeah, put a pin in it.
See, you
not
have to
on it.
In it. Okay. But you have to use you were using the little exaggeration. Okay.
I was just trying to pin
will you be quiet till we can move on here? So, I did do some research because again, my ignorance was rather disconcerting. And I found that the origin of putting the pin put a pin in it comes from World War II, way back in the day, because it was related to putting a pin in a grenade so that the grenade does not explode. Kind of like sometimes this program explodes into a whole bunch of nonsense. So it's kind of applicable to us. We probably should put a pin in it more often than than not.
We should probably put a plug in it too. Yeah. You know where that came from?
Us.
That came from right here.
Yes, put a
plug in it.
What do you call it when you like cover someone's a gag in it? Wow.
No.
Word finding is very difficult today.
Tough.
Okay.
Most days.
Every day. So let's talk about pinning a little bit and pins. So we had some questions about the pin order because this is going to come due relatively soon for you guys. So, you know, there's pins, there's shields, there's guards. Oh my. So can you explain?
Lions and tigers and did you watch that? Did you watch?
No. Okay. This just comes to me.
Okay. That's
as
good.
It comes to you.
Okay.
Too.
So the actual pin, the shield of the pin is just the pin that you're ordering. The design of the pin has 3 points and there's a big long explanation. We don't want to ruin it because we talk about the pin during pinning and it's a special presentation.
Symbolic,
It's symbolic and Dr. Huff usually talks about the symbol of the pin and the importance of the pin. But the actual pin is the shield. And then you can order a guard, which is the guard is really attached. It can be any design. It can say BSN, it can say RN, it can be a cross, but it's connected to your actual shield or your pin with a
it looks like a little chain, like a chain that you would see like a necklace kind of looking like. So it helps to make sure that in case the shield part of the pin came undone, you have put a pin in it so that the guard pin is going to hold it in place. So, you know, that your shield pin doesn't go, you know, flying. So you lose it. And then
it guards you from losing your pin.
Yes. Yes.
I love the air quotes.
I know. We're like doing the air quote thing all the time. That's okay. Or little buddy ears. Okay. Like little buddy foo-foo. Remember that?
Walking the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, maybe it's the good fairy that's moving our screen here.
Because it's not bunny foo-foo.
Okay, yes.
Oh, Easter's coming up.
It is. It is. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about pinning itself. Since we talked about our pins and whatnot, is pinning something that what if we can't afford to buy a pin? Yeah, question. I have a question.
Okay, you don't have to buy a pin to attend the pinning ceremony, which is going to be virtual this year, but it's still going to be amazing because, I mean, how can it not be? You guys are helping put it together, so it's going to be a really special event, and we encourage everybody to join in. You don't have to buy a pin. You don't have to be graduating in May to attend, because we've had some questions from students that ask, can I be a December grad? I'm out of sequence. Can I still attend the May pinning? Yes, you can. So there's going to be more information. We're working with students on the Student Affairs Committee. If you have some recommendations, talk to your student leaders, what you would like pinning to be, or what would you like added to pinning. And we're trying to put a nice virtual event together for you.
Yes, it is with the pinning ceremony. It is all about us in the nursing program. It's not focused on any other school, any other department. It's for nurses, by nurses, including nurses and your families and whatnot. But it's a time for us to reflect and focus on us, and we can make it as heartfelt, as cheesy as we can make it, an environment which hopefully will make you cry a little bit, because that's an appropriate emotion, just that ooey gooey nice fuzzy feeling. That's what we're gonna try to aim for. Don't know if it hopefully we can do it. I think we can do it.
I think we can do it.
And we can do it because students are helping to plan this.
That's right.
They will keep us on task and on focus. So it's not some crazy event that you'll cringe to have your family attend.
Right. And be bored to death listening to speakers that you don't really care about.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be student driven and fun for you guys. So
cool. Anything else we need to add on to our video today?
I don't think so.
No, I had a joke, but of course I try to be ready for it, and I don't.
No,
That's not
no,
nice.
I know,
That's not ooey gooey warm feeling.
but it's truthful. Sometimes we
Sometimes
just have
the
to be
truth
truthful.
hurts.
I know it does. Do
You know,
have it?
I do. Gosh
Okay,
darn it.
let's go ahead,
Or
Karen.
I don't.
I love your
I'm
jokes.
making this up off the top of my head.
Mhm.
So speaking of like little bunny foo-foo and, you know, all of this stuff today. And so I tried to play hide and seek in the hospital, but they kept finding me in the ICU. So obviously I wasn't very good at it.
I like that one. Why
Thank
do
you.
I like that one?
Thank you.
Because it's
From the heart.
It's right from the heart.
I now get it.
It's critical care.
We can put a pin in
she
it.
got it. She got my heart.
I did.
Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See ya.